Guru and the Chela by the Ascended Master Kuthumi. The Bridge to Freedom Journal, July 1955. Subject: the consciousness in which the Chela should approach the presence in order to secure immediate results. Chela: Beloved Master, we have been told that whatsoever things we shall ask the Father in Jesus' name shall be given unto us. Please explain this statement. Guru: Blessed Chela, it is true that the name of an individual is a cup which contains the consciousness, power, and gifts of that one. When an individual has attained mastery, his name becomes a tremendous power of invocation to strengthen applications of all who use that name. Anyone who thinks, feels, or speaks the name of any ascended being immediately ties his own energies into the battery of power which that master has become. The aspirant literally touches the hem or the aura of the garment of the spiritual being, and truly the virtue of that being flows back into the consciousness and world of said aspirant. Even as the calling of one's name in this world draws the attention of the person called, so does the using of the name of the Master draw his attention and his assistance. Beloved Master, is it then sufficient to use the name of the Master to secure his full, powerful momentum through the Chela's application? Blessed Chela, no. This is but a portion of the cosmic law. When the Chela first places himself in spiritual rapport with the Master, and endeavors to the best of his ability to make the application not only in the name, but the actual nature of the Master, the results in manifestation are increased 1,000-fold. Beloved Master, how can an individual who knows little of the nature of the Master possibly attempt to create that nature in himself? Blessed Chela, the Master is instantly cognizant of the Chela who turns his thoughts, feelings, prayers, and invocations toward him. By thinking of the Master, by using the name of the Master, by asking sincerely for the feeling of the Master to flow into his own world, the Chela begins the exercise of spiritual communion. This is followed by an exaltation of the Chela's consciousness, and he begins to experience, faintly at first, how the Master himself would handle any situation, render any service, dissipate any appearance of distress. Then the Chela is truly caught up in the Master's nature, and from this premise the Chela can perform works and manifest expressions of God which in himself he could not possibly express. Beloved Master, can you give us a simple exercise by which such spiritual rapport with the Master can be attained? Blessed Chela, certainly. First, the Chela realizes that there are appearances manifest in the world around him less than the perfection of God. Many superficially notice such appearances, but the desire to remedy such distress is not yet born within them. The Chela must come beyond the point of observing imperfection to the point of sincerely, lovingly, and earnestly helping God to help his fellow man. This is the first step on the path. Hitherto the Father worketh. Now the Father and I work, becomes his attitude of being. Second, the Chela must examine his motive for desiring to alleviate the ills of mind, body, soul, and world of his fellow man. If it is to secure a sense of power, self-aggrandizement, or personal importance, he is not approaching the Father in the nature of the Christ, even though he may use his name. If the Chela desires to render whatever service he can, according to his present development, capacities, talents, and powers, only to serve God by redeeming his children, that Chela has already begun to approach the nature of the Master. Third, the Chela must find within himself a conviction that the life flowing through him is the life of God the Father. He must realize that within that life is the power by which the Master has performed the seeming miracles. The Chela's acceptance in the feelings of the power of God within himself, which is ready, willing, and able to flow forth to render service, is another step in entering the nature of the Master. Fourth, the Chela, knowing full well that other intelligences who have already attained perfection are ready and willing to give of their radiation, impetus of faith, confidence, and instruction to help the Chela, can then ask for the infusion of the Master's thoughts, feelings, and powers through his own consciousness. He can and should lay his own thoughts, his feelings, his spoken words, and actions next to the Master's, and in contemplation endeavor to become one with the nature of the Master in thought, feeling, spoken word, and action. Then, when the Chela sends forth a decree in the name and the nature of the Master, the Chela has the full power of the Master's momentum to use as well as his own.
I am breathing light into this world. I am dancing high above the clouds. I am shining light into this world. And I am that light. I am that light. I am that light. I am that